Welcome back to the Limitless Living Podcast. I'm Fredricka Davis. I am your host. It's Tuesday, so that means it's Sustainable Success Tuesday. This is where we get to talk about how to build success, careers, businesses, and leadership in a way that will actually support your life versus consume your life. Small, sustainable shifts that equal much bigger results over time, because that's how you really build a truly limitless life. Today, we're talking about something that might be the single biggest shift you can make if you want success that will actually last. Women who build sustainable success are not necessarily women who work the hardest. There might be a period in their life or their building that they do, and they are, but it's not always. They're the ones that are not always doing the most. They are the ones not always constantly pushing themselves past exhaustion. They're the women who make one very specific shift in how they think about success. And once you see it, you can't unsee it. So if you're someone who cares deeply about your work and someone who shows up for people all around you, if you're the responsible one, the one who gets things done, this conversation is probably going to feel very familiar and hit home. I just see it over and over and over again in women who are the most capable, the most committed, the most caring, and the most responsible. They are often the women who end up the most exhausted. I can tell you I've been one. Not because they aren't successful, but because of how hard they are trying to create the success and how they're going about it. I remember a conversation I had with a client not long ago. She sat down and, said something that I just hear all the time. She said, I feel like I am doing everything right, but I'm tired all the time. And when we started to unpack things a little deeper, it became extremely clear what was happening for her. She believed that success meant doing more. And that meant more work. It meant more effort. It meant more pushing, more output. And she's not alone in that belief. I've walked this walk, felt this, lived this, and realized this and corrected. Many of us who were taught that the way to build success, whether you work for somebody else or you have your own business or not, is by pushing harder than everyone else. In fact, many of us, we were taught that pushing harder, just doing more than everyone else was really the only way to get to success. There is a season for this, and there are moments that matters. I'm not discounting that. But what I've learned after decades of working with people, both in business and in wellness, is that sustainable success is built in a very different way. The number one thing that you must do for sustainable success, you must learn to protect your energy as intentionally as you pursue your goals. Let me say that one again. You must learn to protect your energy with the same vigor that you intentionally pursue your goals. Because success is not just about effort, it's about capacity. The capacity comes from your energy, not from exhaustion. The women who sustain success over the years and even over decades, they understand something very important. They understand that success is not about burning themselves out, not about proving themselves to anyone else. Success is about creating systems. It's about habits. It's about boundaries that allow them to keep showing up day after day over the long term, doing the things one by one, even if they're small. That's where the real success piles on and becomes the bigger, greater level of change and success that you are looking for. Anyone can push harder for a short season. This is the truth. Anyone can. And sometimes there's a place for that. But sustainable success requires something different. It requires consistency without collapsing. So let me give you 3 shifts that will help create the sustainable success. Shift number 1, stop measuring success by how busy you are. That is number 1. I have been caught in this trap. There's just so much value placed on busy, but busy does not equal effective. Busy often just means that you are overextended. You are saying yes, you have lost boundaries. Maybe you never had boundaries. You're doing too much. You're overextended. Some of the most successful people I know, they actually do a lot less, but they do it in the right way, the right order. They do the right things, and they do them consistently. Shift number 2, start protecting your energy. Protect it like it is your air, your oxygen. You are required to have it to breathe. The reason you want to do this is because your nervous system matters. Your sleep matters. Your health matters. The mental clarity that you have matters, because when your energy is depleted, everything becomes harder. You can't make the hard decisions that you need in your career or your life or your business if you are running on empty and you don't have anything left to give. If your nervous system is dysregulated, you get the brain fog, the fatigue, all these different things set in. So shift number 2 is protect your energy at all costs. Number 3, focus on sustainable shifts. This is something I talk about all the time in all of my programs and pretty much all of my sessions. Real transformation, it comes from these small sustainable shifts more than it will come ever from these giant overhauls and quick fixes. We are always looking for these dramatic overhauls and this whole new way of doing things and plan. And I'm just going to discard the old and I'm going to embark on the new and go after these pie in the sky quick fixes or these big projects first. It often sets us up not to be successful. So true success is going to come, and transformation, from small sustainable shifts that you can do and repeat consistently. It must be repeated consistently. And those shifts, they compound. It's like stocks. It's like investing. You put a little bit in and you just keep putting a little bit and a little bit and a little bit and a little bit. And before you know, you have amassed something quite substantial, because little by little by little it was growing, and little by little it was compounding. It's the same thing. So focus on small sustainable shifts. That's your shift number 3. My personal and professional philosophy is that we don't start burning things down everywhere. We don't start doing these giant overhauls until we do these small shifts, because again, I cannot stress enough, it's where you get the real results. Whether you're looking to do a reset for your body, your health, your wellness, your mindset, your soul, your spirituality, or your business, or your career, this is how you create a limitless living. And this is how you create a limitless life in all areas, focusing on these small sustainable shifts that you can do consistently. So here's a question I would love for you to reflect on this week. Where in your life are you trying to create success through pushing, through more effort, instead of creating it through better alignment and sustainable habits and even systems? Because that one shift, it literally can change everything for you. If this conversation is resonating with you, come join us inside the Limitless Living community. It's a free community. We talk more about this and continue our conversations. Where women just like you support each other in building success, health, and meaningful lives without the burnout. You'll find the link in the show notes. If you know somebody who needs to hear this conversation, please share this episode with them. Sometimes you just need a little reminder that you choose what you're focusing on with more strategy. If you're enjoying the show, please leave a review. It helps other women find the conversations here. So remember, small shifts, they create big results, real results that will stick and be sustainable. That's how you begin truly creating a limitless life. I'll see you in the next episode.